Hi everyone and welcome to this video on further symmetry properties and the Pythagorean identity. My name is Darren from Maths Guru. Thank you very much for joining me. Yes, my little corner of the interweb where all of these lessons and downloadable summary notes and so much more is available. Now behind me, the learning objective seems a little sparse. I think I've missed one. We're going to build on the idea of the symmetry properties of the unit circle to do further symmetry properties. And if you've understood how to use the unit circle from its first principles, the rest of it should actually make sense. And the Pythagorean identity, which is awesome, and you may have heard before, but we're just going to recap where that has come from as well. Okay, now to go back to what the original sort of unit circle symmetry properties were, if you remember, if this here is our unit circle, then we now know that that length there, that radius from the center to any point on the circle would be 1. So we could, if I wanted to, write here 1, minus 1, minus 1, and 1, etc., etc., etc. But we later, or sort of in a previous video, we said, well, if I could draw this line and turn it into a right angle triangle, such that we call this angle here theta, then we know we can build up sort of symmetry properties, which I think are pretty awesome. What we said was, let's have this horizontal distance here of that right angle triangle is call it A, and that vertical distance there, and let's call it B. Okay, now we therefore know that the sine of theta is equal to the opposite over the hypotenuse. Well, if theta is here, my opposite would be B, and my hypotenuse is 1, so in which case the sine of theta would be B. So what we're saying here is for a unit circle, our vertical distance would actually be, that height there would actually be the sine of theta. And in the same way, we said, well, then in which case the cosine of theta, which is my adjacent over my hypotenuse, would be A over 1, which would give me A. Now, how do we then go and say, well, we said, well, okay, if I now have a line here, which doesn't look right, but let's say that that angle is also exactly the same size as theta. We know that that there is 0. We know that that is pi on 2. We know that is pi and 3 pi on 2 slash 2 pi. And we can reference or state that this angle here, right, that point there is also the same as pi minus theta. Okay, so pi minus theta gives me actually this angle all the way around here. So in which case we can turn this below, in which case we know the sine of theta equals, let's not use green because that is a fairly gross color. So we know then that the sine of pi minus theta and the cosine of pi minus theta can be found. How? Well, we can turn it into a right angle triangle. And what do I know? Well, I know that that height there, if we want to call it a height, or our sort of y coordinate from that point there, will be exactly the same as the y coordinate here. So therefore that would be the same as B. That would have the same coordinate as B. But if we look here at the fact that that coordinate there, that horizontal distance there is A, then what must that horizontal distance there be in terms of a coordinate? And it would be negative A. So using that, we said, well, okay, the sine of pi minus theta is equal to B, and cosine of pi minus theta is equal to minus A. Well, having already defined B as a sinus theta, that became equal to the sine of theta. And having equal minus A, that would be equal to the negative a cosine theta. And we started to build up all of these sort of symmetry properties that in its entirety led to the idea that all angles there were going to be positive. Only the sine values there were going to be positive. Tan and cosine would be positive there. And there was a lot to unpack there, but we're going to use the same idea here for our further symmetry properties, right? So taking the sort of diagram from Cambridge, thank you so much, Cambridge, for allowing me to use your worked examples. You guys are amazing, okay? Let's see now what would happen if we were to try and find things like, not writing in that horrible color again, the sine of pi on 2 minus theta, or the cosine of pi on 2 plus theta. Now, first thing is trying to visualize what that means is really important.